It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm Bob Rectenwell. This is Scooter.
Whoop, whoop.
Scott Callies.
How are you?
Not too bad.
Just not too bad?
Just not too bad.
Not peachy, just not too bad.
Definitely not peachy. However, I did have a peach smoothie last night for dinner.
A peach smoothie.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'm out.
I'm not a big fruit person anyway.
Yeah.
But I've been doing those at night. Not too shabby.
They supposed to be healthy or something? Is that?
Well, I don't know. Keeps you from getting overloaded, I guess.
I'm not a big peach fan, so.
I'm not a fruit fan at all.
There's some
But I like
fruits
them.
that are okay.
Try one in a smoothie. It's pretty good.
Peach smoothie.
Peach smoothie. Yeah.
All right. You heard it here. Bob Rectenwald, peach smoothie.
Peach smoothie.
A peach smoothie.
Yeah. How about that rain last night?
It was nice. It was kind of short-lived, but it was nice. Got a couple rounds of it. It hit and then quit for a minute and then came back. And I was like, hey, we're getting more.
First one ran about 20 minutes at the house and were nice and smooth, and it got a little heavy, and then it got smooth again. And I'm not sure we got the second round at my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the second round, but it, like I said, didn't last long. Isn't enough to really do a whole lot of help.
We'll probably feel the repercussions of it today with the humidity level.
Yeah. That's the only difference. It's not going to get as hot, but it is going to be humid, so it's going to feel terrible. Going to feel like a steam bath outside.
Well, let's go give thanks for it anyway.
There you go.
Morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home of Arkansas. 29 locations that serve you, one in Memphis, Tennessee. With all our respect is not just their motto, it's how they do business. Renata Jenkins Byler and her staff all across the state of Arkansas do a great job in your time of need. Go visit them, talk to them about pre-planning. No matter what area of Arkansas you live, there's a Roller Funeral Home in your area. Go visit them. And now the morning prayer. Lord, we just thank you for the day that you've given us, and thank you for the time that we have to be here to visit and enjoy friendships and things that's going on in our community. Lord, we just thank you for the little bit of rain we had last night. We just pray that you'll help it get the gardens back to growing and our grass back to the way it needs to be. And Lord, we just give you thanks for all things, and through you all things are possible. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
And now we're going to get a quick word from the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Retiredarkansas.net is their website, and check out this clip.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Have you ever felt abandoned?
I have. I have in a lot of situations.
And what comes to my mind is when you're driving down the road in that big old RV last week, and everybody else is in the back, it's just having a good old time, and Scooter's sitting in the seat.
Yeah, for everybody else, it's a great time. For the driver, he's the only one stressed.
And Scooter's going, the wheels on this bus go round and round.
And keep going around and keep going around.
The Z-Team, Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793 is their phone number. Retiredarkansas.net is their website. They bring us this shot each and every morning. It's a shot of the White River from Marion County back into Baxter County. Let's take a look. Nice and clear day today. A little bit of cloud cover, but it's up high, so the sun's still coming through.
You see the water running pretty good even in this shot.
Even in this shot, if you look right in the center above those rocks there, you can see that the water is definitely moving along. A little bit dark. You can't hardly see the Rainbow Bridge there on the left. But off in the horizon, that's the state of Missouri. About 1 o'clock is the Witch's Hat Water Tower, Contractors Trust down on the right. In the center of the picture is the baseball field in Cotter in the Railroad Museum. Cotter, Arkansas is in Baxter County, and the cameras are sitting in Marion County. Bob and Linda Zadora, the Z Team, realtors you can recommend to your friends. I always say they're busy, but never too busy to meet you and help you with your real estate needs. That is in Missouri, and it's going to pan back out and see how far that shot actually is. I'm guessing that's probably 15 miles as a crow fly.
Yeah, probably pretty darn close. It's out there.
Pretty good jaunt. Can you go to my favorite shot, Scooter?
Well, no, it will go to it eventually.
You can't just click to it?
I have to download the controller.
We just happen
and all
to get
that.
lucky.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, I'm not controlling which shot it goes to.
Oh, I
It
see.
Just,
I thought you
it
did.
randomly goes to, there it is.
This is my favorite shot. You can see the houses there in Baxter County, but the river is moving right along. Some days when the water's not moving quite this fast, you can see some fishermen out there doing their guide trips. RetiredArkansas.net is their website. Go check out all the MLS listings they have and give them a call, 870-405-0793. Let's take a look at the weather. Temperatures around the area: Mountain Home is 81, Harrison 81, Batesville 82, Yellville 81, Marshall 73, Salem 78, Mountain View 73, Calico Rock 81, West Plains, Missouri 78, Springfield, Missouri 74, Poplar Bluff, Missouri is 79, and St. Louis, Missouri is 72. We could use some of that 72 for a few days.
Oh, yeah.
As we pan out and take a look at the radar, a little bit of rain up in Missouri. This should be moving. There it goes. A little bit of going across the midsection of Missouri into southern Illinois, out into Nashville, up in the peninsula of Michigan. Just not a whole lot happening in the state of Arkansas. We're going to zoom back in here, take a look a little closer. Things are still pretty clear, but if you look at if you're looking to go to St. Louis today, you may get into some rain. Other than that, it's just hot and dry. And again, we are covered up with the heat advisory. The whole state of Arkansas is currently under a heat advisory. Over in the midwestern side of Arkansas, excessive heat warning. We haven't figured out the difference between an excessive heat warning and a heat advisory. We'd have to find somebody that could tell us that.
I know it's based on the temperature swing or whatever. Warning is more severe. I didn't know that. Nonetheless, it's going to be hot. It doesn't matter if it's advisory or warning.
You're being advised. It's hot. 7-day forecast. Today, heat advisory. Sunny, then chance of showers. High of 98 today. 40% chance of showers. 50% chance of showers tonight. Low of 74. Tomorrow, chill factor 91. 66% of showers. Showers are likely tomorrow. 50 to 80% chance tomorrow night. Low of 70. High on Friday with an 80% chance of rain. 80 degrees. Might have to break out a sweater.
I don't know about all that. But
Chance
okay.
of thunderstorms, then thunderstorms likely. Low of 66 Friday night. Saturday, 80% chance of thunderstorms. High of 79. Chance of thunderstorms Saturday night. Low of 67. Sunday, high of 86. 60% chance of rain. If we get some of this rain they're talking about, things might not be too bad.
Yeah, it may help a lot with the yards, I know.
Sunday night, low around 70. Monday, 20% chance of storms. High around 92. Monday night, 20% chance of thunderstorms. Low around 72. Tuesday, high of 96. The pollen. Tree pollen today is low, none tomorrow, none on Friday. Guarantee you tomorrow to be different. Grass pollen is low today, low tomorrow, none on Friday. Ragweed, moderate today, none tomorrow, none on Friday. I just don't think they look ahead on all that stuff because it changes every day.
It does.
Lake Norfolk generating one at this time. Lake level is 561.38, which is 9.38 above full pool of 552. Bull Shoals water level is 669.80, which is 10.80 above full pool of 659, and they are generating 8. Word is they'll continue to do that probably through August.
Unless the rain gets severe enough that it brings the water up table down there, and then they'll have to hold
Down
off
below
for a
us.
little bit. Yeah. Newport is where they gauge us from.
12 inches of rain in St. Louis yesterday.
Oof.
Streets have flooded. buildings are flooded, cars are flooded.
Unreal. 12 inches.
12 inches. What an amazing thing. The weather's been brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z-Team, Century 21 Lee Mack Realtors here in Mountain Home, across the street from McDonald's. I'll get it out here sooner or later. 870-405-0793 is their phone number. retiredarkansas.net is their website. Go check out all the MLS listings. Give them a call. Again, their number, 870-405-0793. You're watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a minute.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We're going to take a look at some news around the area. It's hot.
All right.
Thank you very much for watching.
All right, thanks for watching. Yeah, it's hot.
Yeah, COVID-19 has come back just a little bit, maybe. But they're talking about they're not tracking it like they were when it first came out. I know several people that have it, though.
Yeah,
a couple businesses in town are closed.
It's been fairly mild. It's not been putting a lot of people in hospital or anything like that.
The hospital aren't overloaded. Trying to find something here. There's 15 building permits issued in the month of June in Mountain Home, Baxter County, and the surrounding areas. The big one is Discount Tire is coming to Mountain Home.
I heard about that.
3027 Highway 62 East, which is the old bank that sits out in front of Walmart to the right-hand side behind Popeyes. Discount Tire will be taking over a 7,098 square foot building, and the building permit that they have there is $950,000. I hear they're going to lower the building and come back with something totally new.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's what they said.
Started all over.
Start all over.
I'll be darned.
Mountain Home Christian Academy has been issued a building permit to do some remodel work. Value of that permit's $100,574. There was 2 residential permits that were issued for some homes being done. One's $360,000 home, one's a $200,000 home. A couple small little remodel permits were done, which is kind of exciting. A bunch of sign permits around, and things are growing here. And on Friday, we'll visit with Bob Zadora about This Week in Real Estate. We'll ask him about some of this stuff that's going on and how things are progressing in the great city of Mountain Home. There's a rumor that there's a new Kentucky Fried Chicken coming to town.
A new Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Building a new one out by the McDonald's by Driftwood Lanes, across the street from the Walmart facility. Going to have a drive-through and such, but it's just a rumor,
Oh, yeah, I don't buy into that.
Yeah, they just say, but it is going to be Kentucky Fried Chicken. And there we go, and that's kind of what's going on around town. We've got A+ for education with us today. We're going to run the whole 45-minute segment with them. We've got several different people going to come in and talk about the importance. This is a need, not a want, and the importance of getting this school rebuilt here in Mountain Home. So kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. Thanks for watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll be back in just a moment.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. With us this morning is Dr. Brad Coleman and some students from the high school, and I'll let him introduce them.
Yeah, we have senior Sadie Quick with us, who's on the student council, and senior Brooke Bayless that is with us this morning.
This A+ for education is a hot topic right now. Everybody, well, not everybody, several people that I've talked to about this have said, well, they just want all this stuff. It's not a want, it's a need.
It is, and this has been something that has been kind of transpiring for over several years. As many people know, our high school, current high school that we have is an older building. I think it was built and constructed in the 60s, remodeled in the 90s, but in the remodel, it's loosely to say it was kind of some older buildings that they basically put a canopy over the top of. And so, with the aging facilities that has been taking place at the high school is something that is needed for our students to take place.
Brad, how long have you been around Mountain Home?
My whole life, actually. I was born here. Dr. Burnett actually delivered me here in Mountain Home. Lived here my whole life, except for when I was in school.
Graduated what year?
Graduated the year 2000.
Year 2000. Went off to college, came back, opened the practice.
Yep, been here since, been back since 2008 with my practice, and raising a family here. Have 2 kids within the system.
And what position do you have with A+ for education?
I
know this is more of a group that doesn't have positions, but
yeah. So A+ for education was really designed as a way for a group of people to get together to help people understand the facts about what is going on with the millage that's there. We're kind of a committee that has met The committee has grown over the weeks that we've had it. It's kind of into a larger committee now that we're there to help get the facts at. I guess de facto president, me and Clint Rechtenwald, we both are graduates from Mountain Home. We are kind of the chair people of that committee there.
Girls, what gets you out on a summer morning so early?
Just talking about our school.
Sonic?
Yeah. That too.
That helps. Bribes?
Yes.
What position is in the student council do you hold?
I'm president.
And I'm vice president.
Okay. And what importance do you see with this millage getting passed for the future students of Mountain Home?
I just want the future students to have a facility that holds everybody and it meets all of our needs. I feel like we are blessed to have a school we do right now, but there's always room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you feel is short as far as the needs go? What do you think is the school's falling short on?
I think a huge issue is like our bathroom resources. I think a lot of people don't see that. Like we spend so much, we have a 5-minute passing period there, and you have to travel to find a bathroom, and you wait in line, and you're tardy to class, and then you're late, and you miss the first probably 5 minutes of class because you're waiting in line for a bathroom. And like we have to travel around the high school to find a bathroom that's not closed off, that the line's not pouring out the door. And then, you know, weathering, like in the winter, it's not ideal. It takes away from learning, and that should not be a problem.
How has the school changed, Brad, since you were there in the 90s and early 2000s?
It hasn't changed, to be honest with you. It's kind of the same school. I think they've added a wing on the back side since I was there. You know, we were actually talking out there that when the school was originally built in the 1960s, the high school, the population of Mountain Home was 2,100 people. Currently, in 9th through 12th grade, which is considered high school, we have over 1,000 students in itself. You know, so the good thing, and this is something, you know, you always want to look at what do you want to stand behind and what do you want to do, and when I first went into this, I was like, is this something that's kind of smoke and mirrors, or is this something that's really truly needed? And the facilities speak for themselves, in not a good way. That's the bad part is I would encourage anybody, if you haven't had a tour of the facility, go take a tour. It is amazing to see when you walk up over the top of what's the old gym now, and to see the 5 separate buildings that are out there, and the cables that are running everywhere, and the water that's pouring down, and the plumbing, and you know, everybody that has been on a tour of the facility has just been wowed. Like, wow, I can't believe that this is still standing. Even the state, when they came in and looked at it, they were, wow, I can't believe this is where it's at. So, you know, the changes that are needed is something that is going to have to happen. It's not a matter of if it happens to happen, it's when.
And there's no doubt, I graduated in 1978 here, so the changes that I've seen over the last forever, they're not good.
No.
Absolutely not good. The importance of getting this millage passed, and what people don't understand is they can't just put another Band-Aid on this building. It needs to be redone. This is a need, not a want. It has to be redone, and it's going to happen one way or another.
Yeah, the current, and like I said, it's hard to describe, but behind the gym, there's a big blue canopy or building that's out there. In reality, what that is basically sides and a roof that cover 4 to 5 older buildings that are out there. The roof life expectancy on that building ages out at 20 to 30 years. We're currently at that 20 to 30 years. So at some point, whether the millage passes and we do it, that's going to have to be redone. And the sum of number that came up with that is pretty astounding, to be honest.
So girls, you're here talking about something that will not affect your graduation whatsoever.
No, you don't.
But however, it will affect people that are, how long of a project are they looking at, Brad?
I believe it's a couple-year project. One thing with it is that construction will start immediately. They have everything in place that once it takes off.
So graduating class of 26 would be affected by this?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. So you girls are here to promote and help get their graduation to be different than what yours will be.
Yes, and if I continue to live here, I want my kids to have a facility that meets their needs too. and I want the future to just be better than what we have right now.
Absolutely. When people move away and they come back, Brad, you're a prime example of that. You move away, come back, you hope things are better than they were when you were here and when you graduated. And the only way that's going to happen is this millage has to pass.
Yeah, and you look at it, somebody did that for me. Mm-hmm. Somebody did that for you when you were in school. It's always the generation before that paves the way for the generation after, and that's what I think. It's awesome that these girls are here. They will not be affected by the changes. Actually, their senior year is probably going to be a little more difficult because construction of the school is going on. But I think they know that it needs to be done after being in that campus.
Real quick, girls, one thing that you see that's in the plans, what's the most exciting for you?
Probably the new facility over in the gym area. I know there's going to be a dance studio, I think, in the works, and some other sports that are going to be included besides our football and basketball. I'm excited for that.
That's my biggest thing. We're both cheerleaders, and we have to go off campus every single time we practice because we don't have an area at the high school for us.
They do not have a cheer practice area for the high school?
No.
Not besides the gym.
Kind of sounds like wrestling school. This is not about sports. This is about education.
And I was going to speak to that too. The high school is really growing in ways that, the hospital is now partnering with the high school to have a program where students can graduate with a CNA, so they can come out of there as nursing students. We've actually worked with the high school lately to start a dental assisting side of things, so that when students come through, they can graduate with an education that will allow them to be immediately hireable.
Some basic knowledge which will get them a job.
That's exactly right. From day one, or if nothing else, give them a head start on, if they're a CNA, they can move into the RN program or just move into a program that gets them there quicker as coming through high school. And the space is needed for that. There's no labs. There's no current labs for our science programs. I know Bomb Squad is currently having to meet off, that they don't have a place on the high school to be able to meet. So there's a lot of growing programs within our high school that this will also meet the needs for.
Yeah, people need to know and understand that this millage increase does not affect one group. It doesn't affect this specialized group or that specialized group or that club or this club. It affects the whole system. Mm-hmm. Every student will be touched by this change.
Absolutely. In a school the size of Mountain Home, what one group sees as a need, somebody else may see as a want. But I think this does a fantastic job, the proposal for the school, of meeting the needs of all the groups of facilities that are out there.
Is Dr. Long still doing the tours of the facilities?
He is. Yep. I know every Thursday he has it, but I know that you can also call the central office and they will also set you up for a tour. He's been phenomenal and gracious to let us use his time to go and do the tours of the facility.
Well, like you said a moment ago, the only way people know the real need is if they go look at the situation. We had Tennille Rawls on last week, and we talked about it, and she said, yeah, here's a picture of what should be my restroom. But I actually use one that's 15 minutes down the road.
Yeah, which is what Brooke was speaking to earlier.
It's just crazy. And she's got plumbing pipes through a busted wall. And do you have those pictures, Scooter? Can you bring them up at all?
I'll see if I can find it for the next round.
At the break. We'll have some pictures of the facilities here in the next segment. And it's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
It really is.
And once again, like I said, the tour kind of speaks for itself. If you see it with your own eyes, it kind of it lets you know it needs to be done.
Of course, we can't beat up the folks that did that. I mean, the plan back in the 90s or the 80s when they did all this renovation, it was the best fit at the time.
Exactly, yeah.
But the Band-Aid's not big enough.
Yeah,
it just can't work.
Most of us live in houses. If you had a house that was, you try to remodel with the funds that you can at some point in time, but at some point in time you have to look at it and say, okay, now what do I do with this house? We're not still living in the same, we don't have the same appliances, we don't have the same, floor coverings, we don't have the same cabinets. We all remodel our houses to fit the needs of the newer time, and the same is true with the schools.
Take a minute, Brad, and talk to your friends and neighbors and talk to them about the millage.
Yeah, the millage is the vote for the millage is August 9th. Early voting starts next week on that. know the facts, know the numbers. I always say it's hard to make a wrong decision when you know all the facts. We have pamphlets that are out that let you know exactly what a millage is. I mean, a lot of people may not know what is a mill.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? It's not $1 million, right? It's a mill that comes in with taxes that are out there. It also breaks down how much that mill will affect you per year based on what your property assesses at. The crazy thing I saw on there, it also lets us see what millages are in our surrounding towns around us, and where, if this even passes, we're still below most of the area mills that are around us that go for that.
Mm-hmm.
It lets you see where Mountain Home falls within the state with our current millage, and so it's something that needs to be done. It's something that will affect students long past our generations that are here now.
Thank you for taking time to join us this morning. We'll be back. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. A+ for education. Our guest this morning will be back in just a minute.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Bank.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Now our guest, our school board member, Lisa House.
Morning.
And with her is?
I'm Grayson Goodwin, and I'm going to be a junior next year. I'm Ella Dover, and I'm going to be a junior next year.
Are we excited about that?
Oh, yes. Definitely.
And what did they bribe you with to get here so early this morning?
Sonic?
I get to look pretty today.
Huh?
I get to look pretty.
Yeah.
Put on makeup.
Nice.
There
You look
go.
beautiful,
Good
both of
deal.
you.
What a great day.
And you're not even in school yet, so you got to get up early. Practicing.
Yeah.
We're
Yes.
practicing because it's been a summer.
Lisa House is a member of the Mountain Home School Board. How long have you been a school board member?
13 years.
So you have watched the issues progress further and further along with the deterioration of the Mountain Home High School.
I lived in that school.
What year did you graduate?
1986.
86.
Mm-hmm. That's when it was fun because we used to have our lockers outside, and so when it rained, it would be a nice little swimming pool, and our courtyard would be where we would slide around and play water slide. And
Now, what she's not telling y'all is when,
You
of course,
did
I
it,
graduated
too.
in 1978, so I
Yes.
went to school there my sophomore, junior, and senior year. And when it would rain, they wouldn't let you in the gym because you couldn't mess up the gym floor.
Yes.
So everybody had to congregate around the lockers and hang out in the courtyard that there's no roof over.
there's no roof.
Right.
Open, like Florida. This school was made for Florida.
It'd be nice.
Obviously, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Somebody screwed up the plans.
And
they shipped
I
our
don't buy
plans
that
to.
because the first dig of dirt they took and said, "There's no roof over this area." They would have changed that.
It never
idea.
freezes here or rains.
Never freezes or rains.
Yeah.
Girls,
1966.
Let's talk to y'all first.
Okay.
You've seen the plans. You've seen the pictures. What are you excited about the most in the changes that won't really affect you, but for your future classmates?
Personally, like our new facilities for like the clubs and the sports that like don't have facilities currently.
How about you?
I saw that there could be like a new art class, and so I know there's a lot of artistic people around here, so it'd be really nice to actually have a roof and not like dripping rain in the corners, you know.
See?
Yeah, and maybe a nice like kennel to put our pots in for pottery, so that's pretty nice.
That was my favorite class, ceramics, with Mr. Arnold.
Oh, yeah.
He was the best.
So we've had several people on, and we've talked about this for the last 3 or 4 weeks. And we hear stories from the adults that come in about how bad the facilities are and the construction that was never completed and holes in walls that show plumbing pipes and you can't use this facility or that facility because of. Is all that true?
Yes.
Yeah, most of it.
Absolutely. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Have you guys taken the tour of the school and got to see what's above the old gym?
I've seen it.
The circus top?
Yes.
That's what we call it.
The circus top?
The circus top. Because it's a roof and a roof and a roof. And
it looks like it.
It's like a tent.
You have a
circus
picture of
tent.
Let me see if there's someone bringing this up.
Oh,
Here
there we go. Yeah. Look
To
at that.
the upper left is what we're talking about. This is just an open tent canopy. Dr. Coleman talked about earlier. For one, it's just wasted space, but two, it's old.
Well, I do hear a lot of the negative side to this is, why did you let it go like that? How did you let this happen? Well, it's not a matter of letting it happen. It's like you have to do the best you can do with the money that you have. And so it was just, a roof over a roof over. Now we can't roof over any longer. There's no more.
Go back to the picture screen.
No more Band-Aids. It's a need, not a want.
So the current layout of the school is the upper right. And the things, there's some of the plumbing issues that we were talking about earlier. The classroom facilities that are under the roof of the current building, they're not safe. Safety has to be a factor. One of us is bringing it, probably me.
Well, 31 exits.
31 exits.
There's 31 ways to get into that school. Did you know that?
Class, one of my classes has a big window, and we're right beside a gate, and I'm like, this is pretty safe, right? No, it's not.
That's the thing, the safety of a new facility. We're all about safety right now, and it's very important to protect our children. There's so many aspects to this. The community, the children, the teachers need safety. Taxpayers, and you have to look at the whole thing, especially when you run for school board. You can't just run because you're passionate about school. You also have to worry about your taxpayers. But you have to worry about people that want to move to Mountain Home. What is going to intrigue them to come to Mountain Home? Doctors, industry. Are they going to go, well, what's your school system look like? Because that's usually the number one question. If you ask the Chamber of Commerce, they want to know, what is your school like? I've got 3 kids. I've got one on the way. I want to know, where are my kids going to go to school?
Girls, how do you think your education level is right now?
I definitely think it could be better. Like in some of our classrooms, we have like 2 roofs over the classroom. So whenever our teachers say, hey, get on your Chromebooks, do this, sometimes we can't get our Wi-Fi, so we can't do whatever they need us to do.
In the classroom?
Yes.
That's pretty
Too
bad.
much metal.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, we have to like walk outside and then
Walk
be like
around in the courtyard.
Hold the computer up and try to find it.
or we have to go to the maintenance people or like the tech people, to get our Chromebooks fixed to the internet again. So it really is difficult to get, because everything's online now. So we have
it takes time out of class time.
It does.
Shouldn't be taken.
And
90 minutes turns into 30.
and it's not, Tennille talked about, I asked her, I said, is the story true about a 5-gallon bucket in the corner because you got rain dripping? She said, that's my classroom. So that happens every time it rains?
It most likely, yeah. We'll have like a garbage can probably in like the hallway. I think one time I saw there was a garbage can in the hallway to collect, the raindrops, and it's just ridiculous.
Well, luckily we're not in school with the rain coming this week.
If we get some.
Yeah, true.
Lisa, as a school board member, how do the other members of the school board feel about the millage increase, and what do you think their outtake is on it?
Passionate. We all know we're there for the same objective and goal. We've all done the tour, and I've asked Dr. Long to put a GoPro on and go up there and do a Facebook Live and then show, because it's not really safe to take elderly or people that it's kind of, you got to maneuver, and so I think that's coming maybe next week or maybe by the weekend. I'm hoping.
You're in a local business here in town that's located across the street from Dairy Queen, and that business has been here forever.
1975.
I remember the day it opened. The people that you see on a day-to-day basis, and you see a number of people every day, and talk to wide range of ages, and I know you're talking to them about this millage increase
daily
to get the vote out.
Yes.
What is your feedback from those folks?
It's probably 20 people a day I visit with, and through my office. Then I talk to people at night. I would say 98%. By the time I'm done with them, they're all for it, because there's many uneducated voters that don't understand what we're trying to do. I don't have kids. Most of my clientele are elderly, but they need, when I remind them that they're locked in their tax bracket at 65 and older, they're not going to be affected by this millage. So why would you waste a vote and not go vote for our children, our community? A need, not a want. Also, for those that have a $250,000 house or $200,000, it's a specialty coffee a month. I can't say a name of coffee, but so isn't that worth it for you guys to just, I know it's going to be here a while. It's a long millage, but we have to have it. We really do. But yes, I would say I turn them around, almost all of them.
One thing you just said there was they come in negative. They don't think it's something that's needed. It's more of a want. It's not a need, which is absolutely wrong. It's a need. It's not a want. But when you get done talking to them, they've changed their mind. Being uneducated does not give you the right, or is not a good reason to vote no.
Correct.
If you really want to be smart about your vote, get educated about your vote.
Yes,
go do one of these tours. Go check out the facility.
Call me.
Talk to a school board member. Call Dr. Long.
Yes.
Call the high school. Call central office. Talk to somebody about it. Get educated on what you're saying that you don't believe they need, because the need is truly there.
There's nothing worse than a loss of a uneducated vote, and we are blessed with the freedom to vote in this United States. That's wonderful. So ask questions, educate yourself.
What happens if it doesn't pass? What does the school
we still
board,
have to pay for it.
What does the school board have in mind if that doesn't pass?
We're trying not to think of that, but you have to. You will have to start cutting corners, cutting things
quickly,
very quickly, because it has to happen. And phase 1 is going to start soon, and it has to be in phases. You can't have FEMA trailers like we thought we were going to have to put our students in. Well, you can't bulldoze the whole thing down. We don't have enough property to just build a brand new high school.
Well, that was going to be my next question. Some people have asked me, well, why don't they just go somewhere and build a new facility and then close this one down? Well, because it won't work that way.
It can't. You've got your football field, your gym. You don't want to. There's more millions of dollars if you're going to do that and scratch the whole pad. So then we're trying to make the best of what we have, and we have a beautiful field and gym. So let's phase it out and build one at a time. The students are very resilient. Our kids are, so I think they can make it. I have a very positive feeling about this vote.
I think it'd be good because we talked about people that weren't really educated by what was going on and the need and the want. We also need to explain who is going to be able to vote on this, because I know that hadn't been brought up.
I was
A lot of
actually
people.
going to bring that up in the last segment.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll hit that next.
Yeah. Girls, I wanted to ask you before we have to go to our next break, what do you tell people about this millage increase? Who do you talk to about it?
Definitely parents of younger kids. Their kids are going to be attending the school, within a couple years. They want them to have the facility that they need.
Okay, Ella, what do you think?
I would tell like a little bit of elderly, but I know like most of them won't probably, but my grandparent, he was like, oh no, I won't do it, and then he's like, I'm just joking, I will. He's like, but he understands.
Mm-hmm.
He understands our frustration, or like our need, or really, and it's just like parents, like I have a cousin that they moved here like last year, and I'm like telling their parent, I'm like, hey, we have the millage vote coming on, like your daughter can like have a better high school than us, It really is important.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
I'm proud of you girls. Thank you for representing a great school.
We appreciate y'all coming out this morning. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in just a moment. You're watching the morning show on XL7-TV. Be back in just a minute.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we're here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever?
Welcome back to the morning show. Our guests now are A+ for education, which is a very important need, not a want. It's a need for the Mountain Home public school system. And Lisa, I'll let you introduce our other two guests.
Oh, man. Well, Mrs. Quick.
Mrs. Quick.
Well, I don't ever use first names, but she helped graduate my children. I'll leave it at that.
Guided them through.
Guided them through.
And you are an oral communications instructor at the high school.
In English, yes.
And English
at the high school,
well.
I am.
And then we have
Marybeth Russell.
I was waiting for Lisa.
Oh, I'm sorry. Marybeth
okay.
Russell. Yes. Well, you've moved into a new position, so we're lucky to have you.
I'm starting my second year as a principal.
Mm-hmm. Of the high school.
Of high
yes.
school.
Principal of the high school. So this is your building we're talking about.
It is my building.
It's her baby.
How do you feel about that?
About
the building.
The building itself. Oh man, I love that place. And it's odd, everybody talks about. I don't know if you graduated from Mountain Home.
No, I didn't.
So
her husband did though.
Yeah,
yes.
Did. Okay.
Our fire chief.
I've had the great opportunity to give tours to so many people, and most of them are alumni. They want to come back, they want to see it, they want to, and they'll tell me all these great stories. And I love Mountain Home. I brought my kids here because of the opportunities. When my oldest was in 7th grade, my youngest was a 4th grader, and I fell in love with it.
It's easy to do.
It is. So I'm very passionate about the place.
But the shape the building is in today leaves a lot to be desired.
It does. And I have been in the high school for 5 years. So I have watched it. And at first it was, when I came 5 years ago, there was some wear and tear. But over the last 2 years, it has really deteriorated fast.
Rapidly.
I don't know what you...
2 years, that's good. It's like pre-COVID, right at COVID time. It's, I don't know. And we weren't even there most of that, but...
No, and I think, we went home in March of 2020, and when all of our students came back, and we were very glad that they did, because a lot of school districts did not get their kids back.
Yes.
Our kids came back, and it's like the building wasn't ready for everybody to come back. And we hit it, and we hit it hard, and it went downhill fast.
Ms. Quick, the horror stories that I spoke with the girls about earlier, and Ms. Rawls last week, about the classroom facilities and the restroom facilities and all the wrong things. What's your thoughts on students having to go to school like that?
They shouldn't have to. Not in our country, not in this town. We shouldn't have to. And if people would just educate themselves about the needs of our school, there would not be a question. And as you mentioned earlier, Dr. Long gives tours. And, when people are out to think about, how am I going to vote? There are so many things in our country that, people are guilty of voting on, and they have no education about it. And there's really no excuse. Anyone can come with an appointment and take a tour of our building and see what we see every day with the facilities. It's an old building, and you can only do so much with an old building. And it's time for things to change for our students so that they can have a good education. Education, for some reason, we make do. We're known as teachers of making do with what we have, and there's only so much that you can make do with. And it's time for our facility to be changed for the good of these kids.
Absolutely. Who is eligible to vote in this election? The early voting starts on Monday?
Tuesday.
Starts on Tuesday? Okay, starts on Tuesday.
Tuesday to Tuesday.
The actual vote will be August the 9th.
Yes.
Who is eligible to vote in this election?
Anyone in the Mountain Home School District.
Yes.
Anyone who is registered within our boundaries, anyone within the district boundaries who is registered may vote.
Oakland, we go all the way to the bridge. To Cotter Bridge.
Okay. You go to the Cotter Bridge.
If they want, there's that school choice. So if they are there's a lot of people in Cotter that come to Mountain Home.
But they're eligible
not a lot,
to vote.
but
Isn't that out of the district?
If their student is in our school already.
Oh, if the student's already in the school.
Yes.
So because Gassville is actually.
Gassville.
I'm
Gassville.
But if you've made school of choice, then you can vote in this.
Correct.
Okay.
Oakland forgets about Mountain Home School District, and they're in it.
They're actually geographically in it.
Yes, we have several students from Oakland.
Remember the old bus?
I do. I remember the little bus. We'd have to meet it at the little schoolhouse in Midway.
And let's go along with that a little bit. Gamay up to the Missouri border is also
yes,
Mountain Home School District. The Henderson side, all the way to the Fulton County border, is Mountain Home School District.
Yes.
Down south, Salesville is part of Briarcliff is not, but part of Briarcliff is Mountain Home School.
Yes.
And then I think the city limits, as you get to the city limits of Salesville, is where it stops and changes to Norfolk, I think.
Yes.
But then
most people know because they see it on their tax statement.
But
still,
we have a lot of people that move here and maybe not have students and they don't know. So what my encouragement is, if you don't know exactly what school district you're in, give the county clerk a call. They can tell you, they can look it up on the tax records and let you know, especially if you head down toward Big Flat, down 201 South, get across Big Creek, and there's some different things. Part of Riverview Road in Norfolk is Mountain Home, and part of it is Norfolk.
Yes.
So it's a little bit different. It gets a little sketchy in some areas. So the best thing to do is give them a call at the Baxter County Courthouse, and they will tell you exactly what district you're in.
We've never touched on the 9th graders.
We haven't.
They have to walk up, walk down, because they're considered high school students.
So the change would, when this passes and things get done, is the thought to bring the 9th grade out of the junior high and bring them into the 4-year building then?
That is our hope.
That's our hope.
So right now we have 9th graders that come down for several classes. We also have some 8th graders. A lot of people don't know that. We have 8th graders that can do JROTC or EAST on our campus.
And EAST stands for?
Oh man.
Okay, sorry.
Environmental and Spatial Technologies. Where's Sadie? Did I get that right?
Education Accelerated.
Dear. I'm never going to hear the end of this. I have a lot of acronyms, that I have to keep up with, but
school is acronym. That's it. I learned that in school board.
But that is one of our groups that currently does not have a dedicated space.
Yes.
So,
the safety of them walking up and down.
EAST, JROTC, those kids, they have to practice outside in the rain. I don't know if most people don't know that, but on rainy days, they're out there, the kids are wet, they don't have a good place to practice, or they're in the cafeteria after school practicing. We have so many groups that get left out.
Being the principal of the high school is a great thing. And it's a great job for you. You do a good job at it.
Thank you.
You have to be proud of the extracurricular activities that go on within that school. We've got nationally ranked FBLA teams. We've got nationally ranked FFA teams. We've got dance teams. We've got choir. We've got band. We have all these other things besides the education side.
Yes.
And I'll argue with anybody till they're purple. A lot of those extracurricular activities keep those kids in school.
Yes.
Definitely.
Everybody says, well, all you want to do is talk about sports. Yeah, because I know for a fact that some of those sports these kids play are the reason they go the other 6 hours a day.
That's right.
You can't tell me that they go there because they love math so much. No. But they go there because if they don't have math and they don't have a good passing grade in math, they can't play those sports they love to play.
That's right.
They can't participate in the FFAs, the FBLAs, the FCAs, and all these other things unless they have good grades.
And I'm glad that you brought that up. So yesterday I got back to the high school about 7:15. I had been out of town at an administrators conference, and I'm tired, and I'm pulling in to the high school, and I'm like, there were 75 or 80 cars there because we had kids. I think our student council kids were there. We had kids at the barn doing FFA. We had kids, band practice was going on. We had kids just playing on the football field. It wasn't practice, but they were just out there playing. Our high school never closes. You could go by there anytime, and there are kids doing something with an adult on our campus. I've never been, and this is my 3rd district, I've never worked in a district where the high school doesn't shut down. So our facilities, until now. Yeah. So our facilities, that's one reason, because they're used so much because of all the options that we have.
A+ for Education. Go check them out on Facebook, A+ for Education. I don't know all these. Do you know all these? What are those little deals? Twitter,
Instagram, Facebook.
And a website.
We don't have a Snapchat yet.
There is a website, A+ for Education, all spelled out. .com. Go check that out. These pictures that Scooter's been showing us on the screen are on there. Give central office a call. Let them know that you want to do a tour. Get a hold of one of these ladies on their own. They'll talk to you about this. This is something that I've said it 100 times. This is a need, not a want. We need you to get out and vote for this millage increase to continue the great education that our students get in our area. Ladies, we've got 1 minute, less than a minute, 30 seconds.
Bring 5 people with you to go vote.
There you go.
Yes, and if you want a tour, Call the high school office, 425-1215. If you can't get, or call central office, we would be happy to arrange it. And this week would be a great time because when it's pouring down rain,
Yeah.
you see a lot of things that you don't
Yes.
see when it's dry.
You get to see it live.
You need to see it live.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you all very much for coming out this morning. I know it's a little bit different on a summer morning to have to come sit on TV, but we appreciate
you
you
for
taking
having
the
us.
time to do it.
Thank you.
Next week we'll have, on the 8th of August, we'll have some more people one last time to talk about A+ for education. Thanks for watching The Morning Show on XL7-TV. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.